So I've been thinking about what to put in this Audiomodern SoundBox follow-up video for a little while, especially in the light of some of the other negative videos about SoundBox being recently pulled from Dash's channel. I'm also aware that Audiomodern accused the two of us that were making negative videos that we were seizing the opportunity based on a misstep to gain new subscribers. They accused us of purely growing a following whilst they support employees, and they say they were falsely accused of something they didn't do. So I rewatched my video in that light. So based on that and other events that have happened since I posted that video, and after careful reconsideration, I've concluded that I'm going to also move on from this topic. But that also means I'm going to move on from this topic after this video, as it's not going to be without defending myself and giving a voice to people who are unhappy with the way that the Audiomodern leadership has handled the entire situation from SoundBox rollout onwards. One thing I did notice when I rewatched that first video, any definitive claims that I made, I had and have receipts for, and anything that was speculation on my part was clearly stated as my opinion. In interest of transparency, anything that I reference in this video, I'll put links in the video description for, at least in cases where there is still something there to reference. Audiomodern has stated that there have been people that have been personally attacking their staff. That's not okay in any circumstances. I don't condone that, and I don't condone personally attacking any creators. I haven't had any issue on the previous video, but if I have any issue on this video with comments that lack just basic civility, more than happy to delete or hide them regardless of which point of view they're supporting. So my first point is that both potential and past Audiomodern customers were demonstrably unhappy with the way that SoundBox was handled and rolled out. If you look at the SoundBox intro video, it has a absolutely massive number of dislikes on it, especially compared to likes. You may think, oh, okay, well, what does that really mean? If you look at my like ratio on recent videos, that's a lot more typical. You're very rarely getting a like ratio where you're dropping above 90% likes to dislikes. And yeah, the Audiomodern case is absolutely ridiculous. If you go into the comments of the Audiomodern launch video, it's universally praising them. So clearly they've been scrubbing negative comments. I'm not going to exhaustively go into and list all of them, which I could because there's a lot, but you'll notice that on every video other than one on the Audiomodern channel about SoundBox, without fail, there are people that are not happy with the way that it was rolled out, not happy with the fact that it was promoted as free when it wasn't, and not happy with the value proposition of the sound libraries in terms of how much you're paying for what you get. And if that's not enough, there's also a thread on the KVR forum about it, which is also several people are not happy on that in regards to how they've done it. I have heard people say, oh, well, Dash Glitch is the only person that had the wrong idea about the fact that it wasn't actually free and the conditions before it. As far as I can tell, there are 7 different creators, including Dash Glitch, that did launch videos on this product. And in addition to him, both Someone Hit the Keys and AJ Blog Composer also both had a level of confusion in their comments in regards to what was free and what wasn't free and what was possible if you hadn't bought a library. Far from being an isolated incident, 3 out of the 7 people that did launch videos were not clear on the fact that it was not free at all. So in addition to deleting comments off their YouTube channel, Audiomodern have also been deleting both comments and accounts from their forum. I'm not saying there's never a valid reason to do those things. As I said in the start of the video, if people are having a civil discussion, sure, that's fine. But if it descends further than that, yes, absolutely delete comments and so on. But when comments were deleted were things like pointing out that it wasn't free, complaining about the value proposition of the libraries, and the response on the forum anyway was saying that it was about foul language and temporary emails and shared IP addresses, that really doesn't pass the pub test. Ironically, the discussion in this screenshot that I've got on screen now, where it's complaining about them deleting comments on the forum, has since been deleted by Audiomodern. I would also say that the lack of an apology, as far as I can tell, and damage control by referring to this as a misstep is not the way that they should have handled it. It would have been very easy to put out a statement saying, oh, sorry, we didn't mean to mislead you that it is free. It's actually free with purchase of the library. So in terms of the accusations that, oh, I'm just doing this to grow my channel, I've got a few things to say on that. Firstly, if I wanted views and subscribers fast, then I just revisit the topics in my best performing videos to date. I'm certainly not short of video topics, and the fact that I'm prioritizing this video over other ones in the queue, that will possibly perform better, but I'm doing that because I think this is an important topic to discuss. So if we look at my top performing videos in terms of views, the previous video was only number 8 on that list. And also it was the only call out video that I've done that is anywhere near the top of the view count. By comparison, the Beatport Studio video has a total of 664 views, and Producer Drama has a total of 110 views. Having said that, at around 2,000 views, it's the most successful of my recent videos, so Audio might want to reflect on why that is. So as I covered in a previous video, which I will also link, accountability and transparency of companies and creators alike has always been important to me. Hence, I decided very early on that I'm not going to do affiliate links. I'm not going to do sponsored content, with the exception of sometimes using NFR or provided copies of plugins, etc., because I want to be able to be perceived as independent and trustworthy. That is going to mean that having a reputation for being honest about a company's product is going to mean that there are going to be less companies that want to risk working with me. But my integrity is more important than just accumulating NFR plugins any day of the week. To give Audiomodern some credit, they are building a free player type version. Apparently the issue with just releasing the current version as free is that they incorporated licensed third-party code. Why they didn't say that at the very start, I don't know, but that's another story. So their first free library is planned to be released next month in November, and the player version is apparently due very soon, whatever very soon means. So where does this leave the average Audiomodern end user in the end? Was this a win? Well, I guess all's well that ends well, I suppose, in terms of at least they are going to be doing a free player version. But I truly hope that this doesn't inspire other companies to similarly misstep in the future. So let's wait and see. And as always, thank you all for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.